Welcome back to Module 4. In this Module 4, we'll be talking about operational techniques and survey methodology for CCTV operators. It's very important to pay attention to this section. This module will cover the key techniques for effectively managing and operating a CCTV system. What we have to do is very important. Number one, let's look at the monitoring procedures as a CCTV operator. You have to be able to monitor live surveillance, live video, live footages, right? Continuously monitor feed for real-time security. You have to sit down and just watch all your cameras real-time. Then you should be able to use your mouse to do multi-screen. You can click 4 channel, 4 view, 8 view, 16 view. You can just segment all the camera view from your mouse or using your joystick. It's very important. We'll show you the practical. Then motion-based alert. You should be able to set up notification for detected movement. So once there's motion, the camera make an alert. You should be able to set that up and understand how it works. We're going to show you in practical how to set up all those motion and the alert. Then event login. You should be able to record incidents with timestamp for easy retrievals. For instance, date and time has to be correct. You have to enable the timestamp on your camera footage on all channels. You have to pay attention to that part because once the date and time is not correct, your footage will not make a complete meaning. They can deny it that this happened last 3 months, so you cannot, make claim for anything. So it's very important to set your date and time, and you enable timestamp. Let's be showing on the camera screen. Okay. So remote monitoring, you have to understand how to do remote access. That's how to access the CCTV footage via mobile apps or via web platform is very important. We'll show you how to do it. It's a basic product, All right, let's go straight to the next. We'll be talking about survey. What is a survey? Or what is a CCTV survey? Basically, this is for new installation, for a fresh installation. Like if you're asked to go and assess a site for CCTV installation, you have to carry out a survey. So a survey is a site visit that is carried out by a professional provider of security systems to get an in-depth understanding of the business bespoke requirements. That is your client requirements. You have to recognize system objectives and identify potential challenges. So you have to know your client requirements. What do they want? What do they want to achieve with the security camera they're about to install? So you have to do a sketch of the entire space and solve the problem by positioning your camera at different location, the outdoor cameras, the indoor cameras, the angle you want to cover, where you are putting your control room. You ask them about their storage requirements and all. How many more do they want to store videos? Okay, so this is very important. So we have the process. We have a process for a survey. So you have to look at the pre-assessment, which aims to uh, provide a potential audience a good solution to solve their problem. So it gives you a better understanding of the business, right? Of the business of your customers. You have an idea of what they want to achieve. Okay, maybe there is a robbery, or they are selling maybe luxury items. People are always coming to steal. You have an idea, pre-assessment. So you have to know their problem before you visit the site. All right. It could involve reviewing the business online to understand the brand. Like I said, if it's a luxury brand that sell wristwatches or gold, chains, you have to check them online. And so when you get there, you have an idea already to, on the kind of camera to deploy. Motion detection cameras, you want to deploy intrusion detection, so you can draw a rectangle around these items, and anybody that goes there, the camera can trigger an alarm. So it's important to understand all these things. And the main assessment, you have to provide. Providers should look to address the following aspects during the survey. These are the things you have to solve when you go for a survey. You have to look at indication of typical light level. How is the light in that area? Your camera should not face sunlight, for instance. If the area is facing directly to the sunlight, you can look for a way to position your camera in an angle that will not face sunlight, because sunlight will distort, it will affect, it can even damage your camera, the lens over time. So once you go to a site survey, you saw a camera that is meant to face the sun, you can plan for repositioning, maybe introducing a pole or another better angle. Then you can plan your cable route to the control room. It's very important. All right. Then you look at the surveillance zones. The surveillance zones. Oh, maybe all these corners, zone one, you put them on the switch. All these other floor, you can do them floor by floor. For instance, in skyscrapers of about 10-story building, you can do each floor, one switch, one rack. You plan it from the beginning. All right. You look at IT network assessment. You look at the power, you know, requirements. So once you are done with all these things, you collect all this data, you go back to the back end. You can now do post assessment, which now requires you to do a proposal, do a quotation, do a detailed, diagram to be able to get the jobs. Then sometimes you can do all these things online by asking like a question, getting a question from the customer for a small amount of jobs. But if it's a big space, you might have to physically go there. If it's a small space, you can just ask question online, do like a questionnaire, you get the feedback about all these things. Then this will now help you to, you know, decide on the solution to give them, all right, to solve their problem. It's always good you go there, yourself. But since sometimes due to problem or distance or issues, you can decide not to go, right? But you'll be limited with the information you are going to be getting, and that will not allow you make a right decision or judgment for that project. All right. So this is the end of this particular lesson. See you in the next lesson.